road corridor between the asphalt plant at the Garden of Eden and GPL's Garden of Eden power plant that on Saturday, 2021, January 23rd, from 5 hours 30 to 6 hours 30, GPL will be transferring a generator set from the asphalt plant to GPL's Garden of Eden power plant. As a result, traffic may slow down during 5 hours 30 and 6 hours 30. GPL apologizes for any inconvenience caused. For more information, visit our website at http://gplinc.com or our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/GPL Incorporated, or call us on 226-2600 or our Public Relations Unit at 225-1471.
This is the news on top of the hour.
Live from our studio in Georgetown.
Kaieteur Radio, 99.1 FM.
Hello, welcome to your news at noon on Kaieteur Radio. Kevin Smith here. These are the top stories we are tracking. Nation without monthly oil production report, says RAM. Former ministers Patterson and Ferguson received over $6.7 million in items, including beds, iPads, computers, and jewelry from Harbour Bridge and other agencies. Patterson should be removed as PSC chair immediately, says Minister Edgell, and Courtney Benn sued for over $400 million for breaching St. Rose's High School contract. Stay tuned to stay informed.
Digicel Prime Bundles just got better with 3 new apps. Watch more with PlayGo. Share more with Sportsmax. Read more news with Loop. Listen more with D-Music. Plus extra data. It's simply more bundled together. 51 gigabytes for 7 days for only $2,000. Live the experience with Digicel. Activate today on the My Digicel app.
Kaieteur Radio, keeping you informed.
Demerara and Essequibo 99.1 FM.
Burby's 99.5 FM. Kaieteur Radio.
And now for the news in detail. 13 months into oil production, the nation should be receiving monthly updates on the status of oil production in the Stabroek Block and other details. Exxon is mandated to report this information to the government, but Ghana does not know what the government knows. These and other comments were shared by attorney-at-law and anti-corruption advocate Christopher Ram. He said that the government should have a monthly production report detailing the quantity of crude oil produced, as well as natural gas. This is because the agreement signed with ExxonMobil, Hess, and CNOOC for the Stabroek Block arrangements requires full disclosures on operations therein. Ram noted that the lack of monthly production statements from the government is part of a wider issue of information which should be shared with the public being kept under wraps. We had reported that former Public Infrastructure Minister David Patterson had received from the Demerara Harbour Bridge Corporation and the asphalt plant gold jewelry valued at some $500,000 paid for by taxpayers' dollars. The allegation is vehemently denied by Patterson, but his tune changed after even more damning evidence came to the fore, showing that those were not the only agencies that he received expensive gifts from. He denied receiving phones, iPads, and laptops, but documents from the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority, CJIA, MARAD, the Transport and Harbour Department, along with more from the Harbour Bridge, paint a different picture. And these were all the agencies under Patterson's purview during his stint in office. Get the full details in today's Kaieteur News. Now, in light of former Public Infrastructure Minister David Patterson's involvement in the multi-million-dollar gift-buying scandal, Public Works Minister Juan Edgell has called for Patterson's removal as chair from the Public Accounts Committee. With the committee currently scrutinizing government spending in 2016, Edgell has urged Patterson to recuse himself from the meetings until investigations in the scandal are concluded. And moving on, Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs Anil Nandlal has brought litigation on behalf of the state against Courtney Benn Contracting Services Limited, suing this service for more than $400 million for a breach of contract in relation to its failure to complete building the St. Rose's High School. According to court documents, the AG is claiming damages in excess of $100 million against Courtney Ben for a breach in the contract and the addendum for the reconstruction of the said school. Nandlal is also seeking the sum of $41,230,435 as liquidated damages calculated at 10% pursuant to the provisions of the contract for the reconstruction of the St. Rose's High School. Get the full details in today's Kaieteur News. You are tuned into Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM, and this is your News at Noon. Coming up after the break, the AG Chamber says organ donor transplant bill to be ready as early as May 2021. Guyana's former petroleum advisor says Biden's government would be more amenable to review of Stabroek Block deal, and fake Kanu rank arrested for trying to arrest a man. Meanwhile, oil sector to endure another year of the doldrums, according to a Wood Mackenzie analyst. Do stay tuned.
Guyana is now a full-fledged oil-producing nation. But how much do you know about this valuable yet finite resource? On our radio program, Guyana's Oil and You, we strike at the heart of every issue with informed views and credible data. The time is now for you to arm yourself with insightful knowledge on your oil wealth.
Kaieteur Radio.
Covering Guyana from coast to coast.
Demerara and Essequibo 99.1 FM.
Berbice 99.5 FM. Kaieteur Radio.
Welcome back. Let us continue with the news. Attorney General Anil Nandlal has met with members of the Guyana Medical Council and Dr. Kishore Prasad, the head of the Department Multi-Organ Transplant and Vascular Access Surgery at the Georgetown Public Hospital, and his team as part of efforts to introduce legislation to facilitate organ donations or cadaveric or brain-dead patients. According to a release from the chambers of the Attorney General, the organ transplant bill will be ready for the National Assembly as early as May. As such, the meeting with the AG is the first of many to follow by the Government of Guyana in its pursuit of enacting the legislation. And now let's tell you, with the swearing in of the United States President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris, expectations are that there will be shifts in the country's foreign policy. Former petroleum advisor to the President of Guyana, Dr. Yan Mangal, had said in a November letter that the change in administration could help Guyana's bargaining position against oil companies. In this regard, the most contentious issue is that of the potential for renegotiation of the Stabroek Block production sharing agreement. Dr. Mangal believes that the Biden administration would be more amenable to a renegotiation of the deal. Dr. Mangal is a staunch advocate for Guyana to get a better deal. He said that for Guyana to succeed, it has to maximize its share of the oil revenue and then not squander it. And moving on, interestingly, a man posing as a Kanu rank was yesterday arrested after he was caught trying to arrest a man for narcotics. While police have not officially confirmed the incident, this news agency has seen a video of the fake rank being handcuffed by two policemen on motorbikes. Now, the man who the fake Kanu rank was trying to detain has been identified only as Damien. The fake Kanu rank, persons who are familiar with him, commented on the post that he is a known thief from the west coast of Demerara. And moving on, in spite of the unprecedented economic peril that was brought upon the oil industry with the COVID-19, there remain several optimists who firmly believe that 2021 will be the year of recovery. But other analysts, such as those attached to the international oil and gas consultancy group Wood Mackenzie, are cautioning observers to temper their hopes, as recent assessments show that the industry is poised to spend another year in the doldrums. Fraser McKay, a senior analyst at Wood Mackenzie, said that the upstream oil and gas sector will be depressed, while adding that he expects investment levels to remain flat at about $300 billion in 2021. Strategically, he said that companies will focus heavily on stability and financial resilience, while adding that investment decisions will reflect this priority. And now for your COVID-19 update. The number of worldwide coronavirus cases, according to Worldometer, has reached 97.3 million, with 2 million deaths and recovery cases at 69.8 million. Guyana has surpassed its 7,000 COVID-19 cases. There were 65 new cases of the virus. The total number of confirmed COVID-19 cases now stands at 7,015. Region 4 accounts for 45 of the 65 new cases. The only regions that recorded no new cases were regions 2 and 5. 7 patients are in the COVID-19 ICU, 543 in home isolation, 29 in institutional isolation, and 22 in institutional quarantine. Additionally, a total of 6,266 persons have recovered from the virus. The COVID-19 death toll remains at 170. And coming from CNN, U.S. health officials are calling for vaccination to be ramped up after the nation surpassed 400,000 coronavirus deaths. Joe Biden's first executive order as president will require masks on federal property and urge states to follow suit. A total of 60 countries have reported either imported cases or community transmission of the UK coronavirus strain. And China is building a 4,000 capacity quarantine camp following an outbreak of COVID-19 that has left tens of millions of people under lockdown.
And that's the news of the moment. Remember to get the full details of these stories, pick up a copy of the Kaieteur News. And don't forget, you can catch us on the MyTuner app as well as the Radio Garden app. You can also keep up to date by liking our Facebook page at Kaieteur Radio and subscribing to our YouTube channel, Kaieteur Radio Livestream. Oh, also catch our stream at www.kaieteurnewsonline.com/radio.